How is everybody doing? I was looking over the combat report. Well, you watched it with me, so that's not that important. Let's take a look at SIGINT, Signals Intelligence, before we forget. Nothing too important that I can see. Moving to Rabaul. Speaking of which, moving to Tulagi, moving to Rabaul, etc., etc. So, a couple of things. Australia, Borneo, Papua New Guinea front. We have at least 2 submarines here. I have ASW forces, but they're only air assets. We don't have any ships here. One of them I actually set to go at night. It's an experiment. We'll see how it goes. I actually did set my arcs for whatever it's worth. I don't know. Arcs don't really work for me. These guys are set on ASW also. These are B-17s. They are not doing much, but losing fuel. I loaded the Bowen base force and wanted to go to Port Moresby, but nah, we have too many submarines here and not enough escorts. Although I do have minesweeper escorts here. Should I chance it? I don't think so. So, there's enemy task forces coming into Rabaul. We only have 1 submarine here whose torpedoes don't work. Hooray! This will end very well. We also have another submarine force here, which is patrolling here. Still funny thing, this base is not taken. Remember, we have 5 guys here. We have literally 5 guys with rifles here. And the Japanese cannot take it. Maybe we sank their transports with supplies. Or he forgot, but I think we sank their transports with supplies. Going to Malaya. Malaya's dead. Okay. Our Singapore guys are set to attack naval. There's 1 Hudson squadron attacking Johor Bahru airfield, which has 32 fighters, 17 bombers. Jesus Christ, already. And he's moving towards Singapore, so I'm dead. I'm vectoring my submarines for all these task forces. So, yeah. Right. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Sabang is getting swept, where our fighters are dying here. I might move him back, actually. I should probably move him back, because there's no point in doing that. So let's just move him back to Singapore until it falls. Then we move him to Dutch East Indies, possibly Palembang. So there's that. Maybe these guys. Let's see. What is the fat here? Jesus, 26% tiredness. That's horrible. That's just horrible. What else do we have here? 18% tiredness. Oh my god. And they're set to airfield attack. Yeah, we're gonna take operational losses. Well, it doesn't matter. We're not gonna use up the supplies anyway, because we're gonna die in a day or 2. All of our guys are moving to Alorstar, which is a really stupid plan, but I don't know what else to do. Yes, Dutch East Indies, nothing much. He took Tanjo and Xelar. We are holding everything else though. Evacuation is continuing. We do have troop transports, etc. They are moving to Surabaya with all these little dinky garrisons. But every little dinky garrison is increasing the infantry numbers here. So every little bit helps, I believe. What is this? These are loading. These might be lost, actually. I do have lots of submarine patrols. They will then pursue the enemy if he comes here, which he will. Philippines. Yikes. Our air situation is not that good. To put it mildly, we're getting swept out of the skies. We have more damage than flying. Yeah. We're trying to build fortifications. We build 1 in Clark Field. That's not good. That's not good at all. China is okay. We took one on the chin. We had one big battle where thousands of our guys were slaughtered by enemy tanks and armored cars, but we're withdrawing from. We're making a coherent line, front line, or something approaching a coherent front line. He's not pushing from here, so that's good. We are building fortifications, and we are not in trouble with supply, which is good. The key, I think, is to not put too many units in a base, and only reinforce a base if he's in it, and then cut off his supply if possible. So we'll see what happens. Big news, of course, is enemy. They're raiding Dutch Harbor. It's a CVE. I think it's a Ryuho. Oh, jeez, that's a ballsy move, you bastard. And I set for better or worse, I set my Carolinas to naval attack 100%. And actually 90% and 10% search. So they might fix him, find them, fix them, and destroy them. Right, that's going to happen. I really don't have anything here. I have some patrol boats and corvettes and bullshit like that. So I'm just withdrawing those. I am moving all of this stuff away from Dutch Harbor, from the air range. So yeah, it's bullshit. I lost one tanker here. Let's see what else we lose. Christ. You know what? Let's just fucking he might lose it anyway. So we're unloading and docked. These guys are escaping. This guy is unloading. I don't know why it says. Is docked, unloading, etc. We probably lose those ships, but fuck it. Let's unload something if possible. They might not hit him, or if they hit him, they might not do too much damage, and whatever. God, we even have a fucking main layer here in the way of this thing. Yeah, so I'm moving some destroyers and long-range patrol boats to San Diego. We're gonna move Saratoga. Jesus, I'm still responding. It's like I'm getting beat on the face, so I'm raising my arms to my face to protect it. Then he beats me on the stomach, so I lower my arms to the stomach. Then he beats me on the face. Rinse, repeat. This is how allies play in 41. This is horrible. Loading the Kuyama, which is an oiler, which means it's a specialist tanker to replenish fuel at sea. We're moving some destroyers here. We're also moving some destroyers from Panama. In 6 days, they will show up on the map. In 6 days, I will lose the war. So that's the big news here. Dutch Alaska is raided. Ballsy move. He didn't. Well, he probably has submarines here. He saw that I have some ships parked here, so he just moved here. This is also to. I know there's a submarine here too. I know also that I don't have any defenses here. I'm expanding airfield actually, and it's taking forever because it's winter time in Alaska. It's a wonderful winter time in Alaska. Very highly recommended, especially if you're you like warmer climates, like you're Australian or African. Come to Alaska, you'll experience real cold. Right, so that's it. Withdrawing convoys from everywhere because he's got submarines, and I don't have ASW assets. I don't have any assets. I cannot respond. I'm getting beat everywhere. It's fantastic. Highly recommended, this game. Everybody, take care. Bye bye.